If I was getting back into dating after a long-term relationship or a divorce, here are 5 things that I would do first. Now, I'm going to assume if your relationship is over, it probably was not as good as it could have been. And we do not want to make that same mistake again. So the first thing that we need to do is define what kind of relationship do we want to have, what kind of woman do we want to spend our time with, and what kind of life do we envision for ourselves so that we can make sure that this person is going to be a good fit for our lives. If you are anything like me, I did not have a clear vision of any of this. I got together with my ex when I was 21. I was very happy to have a girlfriend, but I never really defined what kind of girl I actually wanted to be with, what my life would look like with her, what kind of goals or ambitions would we have together, where do we even want to live. It was very much, we got together, we got to go to college, we did our jobs, and then we moved to small town Wisconsin. Never ever discussed, is this where we actually want to be? Is this the careers that we want to have? It was very much just going with the flow. So the first thing that I would do, and that I did do when I was getting through my divorce, was that I wrote down clearly where I am now, the downfalls that I have, the pitfalls. For instance, I was very much overweight. I was antisocial. I was in small town Wisconsin. So I was just listing out where I am currently. And then from there, I wrote down what I would like my life to look like. I wanted to make sure that it contained travel, it contained new experiences, I was meeting new people, I was seeing new things. And so now that I have a vision of what I want my life to look like, I can start to define the kind of person that I want to spend my time with. She has to be able to move with me. She has to be adventurous. She has to be kind and loving and not have the red flags that my ex had. You have to be aware of these things. So one thing that I did create that I'll link in the description is a free workbook that'll go through where you are right now in your life. Some of the, here, we'll just bring it in here. So where are you stuck right now? What areas are currently out of alignment? What habits or relationships are holding you back? What are some things that you tolerate that you know you should change? So if you're overweight, antisocial, addicted to video games, all that stuff applied to me. And then what is the cost of not changing anything? What's your life gonna look like if you stayed the same right now? And then it goes into designing your ideal day, and then 3 pillars that you're gonna work on, and the kind of man that you're becoming. All right, so now that you got that filled out, you know where you are, you know where you want to go, you can start to date with intention. You can start dating women that are gonna be a good fit for your life. You can see the kind of women that you want to date, and what kind of man is it gonna take to date these women? Are you gonna have to work out more? Are you gonna have to be better socially? Are you going to have to be more adventurous? Are you going to have to leave your town? Are you going to have to travel more? Figuring out where you are currently and what you want to do is going to set you up tremendously for a much better relationship. So you're not just settling with somebody who you're going to feel resentful for not helping you achieve your goals, achieve the lifestyle that you want. They say there is a difference between chemistry and compatibility. You can be very attracted to somebody. You have that chemistry. You do like to be around each other. You do add value to each other, but you're still not compatible. Maybe you want to live in Miami and she wants to live in Colorado, and you want to have 4 kids and she wants to have 0 kids. You can still be very attracted to somebody. You can still have that chemistry, but you might not be compatible. So figuring out what you want to do, what kind of relationship you want to have, what kind of girls you want to date is the first step before you start going out and just going out blindly. You want to make sure you're dating with intention, you're meeting the right people, and they are going to be a good fit for your life. One of the most important lessons I learned while I was recovering through divorce was that I can raise my sexual market value. This is something that is in your control. It is something that you should be taking steps towards daily. These are things like fitness, style, charisma, expressing boundaries, expressing emotions. These are things that you can consistently work on daily. You can make more money. So one of the first things that I would do if I was getting ready to start going out on dates is get a nice haircut, improve your style. I'll show you some pictures now of what I looked like when I was married. These are the clothes that I would wear. You can see that I was overweight. My hair was very long and not, I guess, attractive. I did not look like a man that would attract women. I looked like a guy who was not trying very hard. So you can easily upgrade your style with a few easy tweaks. So in this picture, you can see I'm wearing just a big t-shirt that says Badger State Games. Very much a guy who didn't really have to try. Whereas now I just wear like a black t-shirt. It's very slimming. It fits my shoulders nice. It makes me just look like, I guess, a more stylish guy. It doesn't take a lot. I started shopping at H&M to get new clothes. Black t-shirts are great. Slim fit jeans. I'll put on a few outfits now just to kind of show you what a very easy style upgrade can look like. It doesn't cost you a ton of money. You don't have to wear name brand stuff. You don't have to go and get fitted suits, but you can improve your style pretty easily, and it will raise your SMV if you're going by points, 6 out of 10. It can raise you from a 6 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10 or a 7 to an 8. It does not take a lot of work. So I will show you a few of the outfits that I wear. Nothing major, but it does make you just look a little bit more stylish, a little bit more masculine. So here we go. Now this is what I'll typically wear during the day. I like to wear lighter colors during the day, and I'll save the darker colors for at night. But if you compare this to how I used to dress, this makes me look like an adult. The way that I used to dress looked like a guy whose wife dressed him or didn't really care or didn't even try. And it's very simple. It's just a blue plain t-shirt that fits my body well. It's not too baggy. Slim fit jeans that show off what my legs kind of look like. They fit the thighs well. They fit the calves well. And then some Doc Marten boots. Boots are just a classic look. They're very comfortable. They make you look like an adult as compared to sometimes tennis shoes maybe stand out a little bit too much. If that's your style, that's fine. But for me, this is very easy. This is very casual looking, but it makes me look stylish enough. I don't need to go out and buy name brand stuff or have big graphics on my t-shirts. This is the look that I most frequently go with. It's just a black t-shirt and shorts or some jeans. And the reason black is so great is because it's very stylish. It's very slimming. It's a classic look that anybody can get away with. And you can get into bars or nightclubs. You can really get through a dress code with just a nice black t-shirt. So I highly recommend ditching the graphic t-shirts, ditching the old man collared t-shirts. I used to wear those all the time too. But just swapping it out for a black t-shirt, it just immediately looks more stylish. Now this final outfit is what I wear when I'm going to bars or clubs. And if you compare this to how I used to dress, I am at least a point more attractive. I could still be the same weight with the same haircut, but swapping out that green t-shirt for this buttoned up shirt makes a tremendous difference. And this outfit is nothing special. It did not cost me a ton of money. All it is a buttoned up t-shirt from H&M with the sleeves rolled up so that I can show off my forearm. Women love a good forearm. Then it's slim black fit jeans that are not too tight, but it's enough to show my form. It shows that I have, stronger legs, calves, and then some white tennis shoes. It's nothing special. It's nothing super stylish, but just compare this outfit to this outfit. Night and day. So easy way to fix your styles. Black t-shirts, they're very slimming. Some boots during the day with some slim fit jeans. And then at night, just a buttoned up t-shirt, some slim fit jeans, and some tennis shoes. Hope that helps. Some other things that you can do outside of a haircut and upgrading your style for raising your SMV is something that I've been doing for years. It's Tiege handling. Here's just some of the stuff. You got like the super serum, you got the eye cream, and I want to stay looking as young as I possibly can. I'm 42 now. I'm still single. I still want to go out and meet girls. So the more attractive I can make myself, the better. The motto is do whatever you can to raise your SMV. So moisturizer helps, making sure you brush your teeth every day, upgrading your style, haircut, practicing social skills, developing charisma. All these things are going to improve you. So step number 2, when you're getting ready to start dating, is do whatever you can in the short term to improve your attractiveness. Go out, get new clothes, get a haircut, brush your teeth, start moisturizing. The next thing that I would do is going to give you years of value. Go out and take the time to get some good quality photos. You've got your hairstyle fixed, you've got your style in check. Now we want photos that are going to make you look as attractive as possible. Once you get these taken care of, you can be using these on online dating for years. And if you're in your 30s and your 40s, the way to meet people is very limited. So you want to make sure you're utilizing your time correctly and efficiently as possible with online dating. If you can get 6 quality photos, you can use these for years. It's not very hard to stand out in online dating. A majority of guys are just posting their best photos from their camera roll. They put literally no effort into it. So if you can go and just get a few photos with your new outfits, you're going to stand out above the rest. I will show you what my profile looks like here. It's not the greatest profile of all time, but you can see that I've tried to make it look like I live a good lifestyle and I'm putting myself in situations where I look as attractive as possible. It's due to style. It's due to just taking the time to go get these photos. As you can see in this very first photo, this is me on just a rooftop. I have a very similar shirt and I'm just looking off to the distance, but you can clearly see what I look like. I'm not hiding behind glasses. I'm not hiding behind a group shot, anything like that. My very first picture is me, exactly what I look like sitting on a roof. And this photo is basically 4 years old now. So you can see how long you can utilize these photos for. Next photo I use is a suit pic. I highly recommend you get a suit pic in a fitted suit, not at a wedding where everybody is already dressed up nice. I think it would look good to have a suit photo where you're just out and about. Like it's not a special occasion. It just looks like you just wear suits. And suit pics are ranked as one of the best pics on Photo Feeler for smarts, trustworthiness, and attractiveness. So it is one of the best photos you can get. Then I have a travel photo. It clearly shows what I look like again. Then I have a group shot. You can see that I'm in a group. I am doing something social by smoking the cigar, but I'm not having it where all my friends are in it. So I'm the center of attention. You can see my friend's hand, so you know it's a group setting. I'm not just by myself in every photo. And then my final 2 pics are me in a hammock reading a book called Sextrology. It's a little more of an intrigue photo, wondering what's that book about? Where is he? Why is he in a hammock? And then the final pic is me with a dog at puppy yoga. So it shows that I have a good smile, I love dogs, I do fun events. So that's just some of the ideas of how you can improve your photos. These are gonna last me 4 years. As long as I don't just get super big and just let myself go, I can utilize this for years to come. I can use this in any country I go to. I can use this in any city I go to. So that's why I recommend definitely taking the time to get proper photos. You can utilize these for years. You're going to stand out much more on dating apps, and you're going to be much more likely to get the girls that you actually are attracted to and that you want. The next thing that I would do if I'm getting ready to start dating after divorce is I would man up and start to do approaches. Nothing is going to raise your masculine essence quite like going up to a woman in the middle of the day while you're sober and telling her that you think she looks nice. You are putting yourself on the line. You are pushing your comfort zone. You are pushing through resistance that is telling you not to do this. If you're in your 30s and 40s, which I'm assuming you are, you do not have a ton of options on how you're going to meet women. Yes, you can go to meetups. Yes, you can go to online dating. Typically, I know for me at my age, I did not have a social circle where women were just around me at all times from the friends I was hanging out with. So if I wanted to meet attractive women, if I wanted to meet the kind of girl that I identified in step 1, I was going to have to go and talk to them during the day or at the bars at night, and I was going to have to go and meet them. And this is something that is going to push your comfort zone. Your brain is going to tell you not to do it. You're going to find out tons of excuses why you can't do it. But you need to be utilizing every chance you can to find the girl of your dreams, the girl that you identified. She is not going to just show up. She is not going to approach you. You can go to the gym. You can work out. You can raise your SMV. but a girl that you're going to want more than likely is not going to approach you. You're going to have to take the action to do it. And it just starts with small little steps, going up and saying, hey, I thought you looked nice, putting yourself on the line. Girls do appreciate it. You'll find a majority of girls might not be that interested, but they will respect you that you put yourself on the line. They'll be happy that you complimented them. They'll be happy if you just give them value, telling them that they look nice or giving them a good conversation or just making their day in some way. Online dating is great. I would recommend doing both because you're looking to go date. You want to find the right person for you. And the odds of that happening with just a few dates is very low. So you want to build that abundance. You want to go and meet as many women as it takes to find the right one. You don't want to settle again, to get into the wrong relationship where you feel miserable, you feel trapped, you can't wait to get out of it, and then it fails, and then you feel upset. So you want to make sure you're finding the right person. So man up, go out and do some approaches. If you need any help with this, message me in the comments, or you can join a clarity call, and I will go through and give you some tips that you can start doing today that will start getting you progressing towards the dates that you want. It is a skill set. You can learn it. It does take some, discipline. It does take just you getting out of your own way, telling your brain, I'm going to go talk to this girl. I'm going to see what happens. It will make you grow as a man. You're going to be more confident. You're going to be more expressive. You're going to be able to communicate. And if you're like me, I cared so much what other people thought of me growing up. I would not express myself. I would not talk to strangers. I would never really be authentic. I was always wondering, can I say the right thing? I would never tell girls when I was attracted to them. I would always try to hide behind being the nice guy of maybe if I'm her friend first, then she'll like me. And that never worked out for me. It was when I started approaching girls that I was attracted to, that I wanted to be with, that really changed my life, that really made me grow into more of a man. I was able to express myself, express my emotions, be able to handle rejection. I'm not just telling a girl what she wants to hear so that she likes me. I am telling her I like her, I think she's attractive, and we will see what happens. Online dating is kind of the opposite. It is great. It is a great tool. You can make great people doing it. I'm not saying that. But you are not the chooser in online dating. She is choosing you. She has tons of options. I've looked at I've seen a girl's profile. She gets hundreds of likes a day. So it is her choosing you. If you are saying the right things, if she likes your photos just enough, she will choose you. Whereas if you're doing the approaching, you are choosing her. Hey, I thought you were cute. Let's see where this goes. And if she rejects you, that's fine. That's a learning lesson. That's great. That means you're improving. That means you're pushing your comfort zone. So definitely use both of them. So number 4, man up and go do some approaches. Tell some girl you thought she looked nice. And if you have to leave right after that, that's fine. That's not the point. The point is that you did it. You went and made somebody's day, and you put yourself on the line. It's going to make you grow. That's number 4. Now, the 5th thing to take care of before you start dating, after a long-term relationship, or after a divorce, is make sure you are healed and that you are ready to move forward. Everybody moves at their same pace. You don't have to go out on dates just because your ex is going out on dates or that your friends are telling you you need to get back out there. Make sure you take time to heal yourself. Figure out what kind of things you like to do. Maybe you want to take this time to figure out ways to raise your SMV. Maybe you want to go on a trip by yourself to get some time alone. You don't need to rush into things. Make sure when you're going out on these dates that you are excited about meeting somebody new. You're not just doing it because you're going through the motions or people are telling you to get back out there. Make sure you're in the spot, you've taken care of the things that you want to take care of, you're living the life that you want to live, and now you're ready to go meet somebody who's going to be a part of your life. There is no rush. Don't do anything you don't want to do. And if you are going out on dates, I hope this doesn't need to be said, but I have heard this from girls before. Never talk bad about your ex. It does not matter what she has done to you. It is your responsibility to handle the emotions in your way. No one wants to hear somebody complain about somebody else. It just makes them think that you would do the same thing in that situation. So I hope that doesn't need to be said. If it does, that's your warning. You do not want to do this on a date. You want dates to be very fun. You want them to be positive. You want to show them your best self. And if they're a good match, you guys will vibe and you can take things forward. Those are the 5 things that I would do if I was going to start dating again after a breakup, after a divorce. I hope that was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if any of these have resonated with you, things that you're going to work on, maybe some things that you're taking into consideration before getting back out there. Or just let me know how things have been since your divorce. For me, it's been the best thing that ever could have happened to me. Had I not gotten divorced, I would still be overweight. I'd still be dressing like this guy. I would still be playing video games. Or maybe 8 years have gone by. Maybe I would have got divorced, but it would have been a different time. And maybe I never would have recovered and I would have just stayed at home miserable. It's hard to say, but I was able to make divorce the best thing that ever happened to me. I know you guys can do it too. It does take some work. You do have to improve. I think that's the scary part of the divorce, is that you're now lost. You don't know what to do next. So that's the importance of step 1. Figure out where you want to go, what you want your life to look like, and who's going to be a good companion for that life so that you're not stuck in a relationship you do not want to be in. That's it for me. We will see you next time.